idea if that worked. We will see. Oh, are we still in the multi-streaming event? Okay, it seems like we're still in the multi-streaming event. Yeah, I know. Yeah, okay, hold on. Okay, let me at least just get the thumbnail set up correctly and the title of the event. Then the stream settings will just have to be what they are. My bad, it's been a bit of a... If you can't tell, I'm a little bit tired today. What am I even doing here? I'm gonna go... Wow. Brain. No, hold on. Is both events live now? What is going on? Yeah, it's been a long day. Okay, hold on. Hold on. If I go... What is going on right now? If I go and check the... Yeah, okay, so you guys can see me. I know that. What is the... Okay, refresh the stream. What is the title underneath the stream? Let me see what people say. Okay, so it seems it's working. Colonia trip wind down. Good, good, good. Okay, so it is correct now. It's just YouTube being weird. It's claiming both events are live at the moment. Okay, anyway, if it works, we're happy. Okay. Wow. Thanks a lot, guys. Okay. If you guys can see me and if the title is not completely broken, then I'm happy. So, Claire de Lune was after the restream restart to get the right event. Anyway, so plan for today is that now that we have been flying to Colonia, I've been flying fleet carriers for like the last 5 days, 6 days, like a week almost. So I'm a little tired now, and therefore I just want to do some very casual, like, let's go out. And I thought, you know what, since we are an LP anyway, let's just go and do some work for TRX today. I mean, the North Star just arrived in system, so why not just go out, do a little bit of work for TRX. I'm looking at the public orders today. We actually have, let me just check them again so I make sure I get this right. Where are faction news? Here they are. So, as you can see, if we jump over here, I should probably put another in another corner. Pascal has posted orders for us today, and one of them is actually to work in LP. There should be conflict zones where we need to fight for Nagaboy company. So that's what we're going to be doing today. I'm just going to go out and do that. We're going to relax a bit. I'm going to talk about the Colonia trip, because I had a ton of fun there, and I hope you guys had as well. So let's get a little bit more appropriate ship for this. For instance, the Cucumber could be a good choice. But yeah, I saw someone post in chat say that I had a lost opportunity there to make a 1100 people heist. But those are guys who are like not in the loop. We just returned, or I just returned together with 1100 other people from a 2-day, or like basically a weekend in Colonia. Main purpose was for people to allow to unlock engineers out there, but also had like small excursions to the Planet of Death and the 11G planet, and there were people who took trips themselves into Sagittarius A and watched the black hole in there. And it was great. I mean, there's been posted a lot of cool screenshots, and I'm planning to take some of the screenshots people have posted and sent to me over on Discord, and like make a compilation out of it to get some of the like the best moments. Or well, there's so many good screenshots. I'm not going to be able to feature all of them, but try to get as many screenshots and video clips in there. Create a little montage of some of the moments from the trip, and it's gonna be great. But let's go out and let's find some conflict zones. Let's find some things to shoot at. And we're gonna bring Howard along, because Howard is gonna... And there were mocks, don't forget the mocks. That's true, I actually created a special mock in the merch store. Now, I don't have it yet, I ordered one for myself, of course. But I don't have it, it hasn't arrived yet. Was Howard on the carrier? Yeah, Howard was. He was with us. He didn't really undock during the trip, but Howard was with us. We actually discussed it. Asking 1100 plus commanders must be in elite record. So the official numbers that I got from Cheer, I asked them they could go in and see how many people were docked because I can't see that even as a fleet carrier owner. And they said that when we departed, around the time we departed, we were 1118 people docked at the carrier. It's definitely not the biggest expedition that's ever been elite. There has been bigger expeditions with more commanders, but I do believe it is the biggest single carrier expedition. Like where you have that many people, one carrier, moving in on one expedition. Let's see if we can find some conflict zones. I've gotta set up my filters again for being back. Now I don't want carriers on because we're back in carrier everywhere territory. There we go. Conflict zones, high intensity conflict zone. Whoops. That's what I want. But again, I don't have this confirmed officially that it is the largest single carrier trip. You could argue whether it's single carrier. We had the Purple Nebula that had to take over halfway there, but at least the trip out there was just an all-star. But I don't even know how we would confirm that, but I think it is. I can't recall hearing of any trips of that size on a single carrier. Shame we couldn't do custom decals to commemorate it. Yeah, I agree. It would be really fun to do something like that. But also because, I mean, the last time I did a trip was up to the top of the galaxy, and that was relatively popular. This trip saw way more traffic than we did on the top of the galaxy trip. And it's very popular, and I think, I mean, not only have there been some great screenshots and videos coming out of it, but I've also seen so many people posting that they were never really into to exploration, or they didn't want to go, and the long distances was really felt like a hurdle. And they said after they've been in Colonia, like taking a 10,000 light year trip to the top of the galaxy, it's just a day trip to the center of the galaxy, to Sag A. It's just a day trip. You get that, like, you get a different perspective of distance. I mean, when you're used to living in the bubble, whenever you have to travel 1,000 light years, it feels like forever. But after you've been out exploring for a while, 1,000 light years feel like a trip to the corner store, basically. It's just around the corner. Anything under 10,000 light years is just a small trip. Let me just check again on... Did I close Discord again? I think I did. Hold on, let me just get it up here so I can actually have it on the other screen. Because I already forgot. Fight for an Agapoi company. Got it. That's not Agapoi. Do we have 2 wars in LP at the moment? That's not right. It says fight for Agapoi company, but Agapoi company is in civil liberty. They're not in the war. Okay. Interesting. In that case, we will go to point number 2, go to Garahaikal, and then fight for Haritari Jet Bridge. And see if we can't find some things over in Garahaikal instead to shoot at. I don't know why I have that bookmarked. Delete that again. Garahaikal should be really close here. It's right there. Let's go there instead. Oh, okay. So the war might already be over actually. I'm just late for it. Yeah, I know there's also a community goal, but I don't want to do something too fancy. Today I was doing work. I also brought my Terra X mark today, just because, you know, today just going to do some work for the faction. And I'll probably be more shooty community goals in the future. Does this then really only have a low intensity zone? Or should we try to fly out towards Garahaikal A? Yes, Dongle, it still is. But we should probably set up a light goal for this stream and then a new code, shouldn't we? I'm just gonna move out to Garahaikal 5 and see if there's any more interesting conflict zones than a low intensity. Not that there's anything wrong with low intensities, but would want a few bigger ships to shoot at would be fun, I think. Okay, that is gone. Yes, that code is now gone. It's not working anymore. What are we gonna go for tonight? Should we go for like 400? I think let's go for a 400 light goal. So as always, oh, should be in range now. If you are interested, oh, we got some mediums. Oh, we got a high one here. Nice. If you are interested, or if you want to support the channel, if you go down and give this stream a like below the live stream. Wow, my brain today. And when we reach 400 likes, I'll set up a discount code for you guys on the merch store, so you can get yourself. Actually, we have a brand new mug with the North Star on it, not the North Star itself, but like a North Star themed mug, and there's little like goose that honks, and so we have a little like little memory from the trip. So if you want to support, then go down and hit the like button so we can get up to 400, so we can get you guys some cheap merchandise. How do I survive conflict zones? You always die. I engineer my ships a lot. I think I still have a kill warn scanner on this build, which I really shouldn't bring for this, for conflict zones. Yeah, there's still a kill warn scanner on there. Not to worry. Multi-cannon, plasma. Okay, I'm gonna send him out in the plasma charge, I think. Yeah, for those of you guys who are still on the carrier, there were people writing to me earlier how much time you have to get off the carrier. The North Star is not gonna leave LP at least for a couple of days, so you don't feel like you have to rush home to get stuff off the carrier. You have time to get off. And again, you can just ship transfer off the carrier. You don't have to fly an individual ship. So yeah, it should be good. Third Kane says, how was the trip? I was like 4 days late for the whole thing. Yeah, it was great. I had a ton of fun. And I know it sparked some interest in exploration from a lot of people, which is always great to see. Where's fleet carrier moving to? I don't know. I don't have any active plans to move the fleet carrier anywhere. But I might move it out to some mining spots if I want to go and do some mining or something like that. I just gonna... The only thing is, I will not... I promise you I won't move it for the next couple of days. So you have time to get off the carrier. After that, I don't know where it's gonna move to. It might be I'm gonna move it out to some Guardian sites. Maybe I'm gonna move it out to some mining spots. Maybe I'm gonna move it to the Pleiades, coal sector. I don't know. Depends on what I want to do. So it's just for the next couple of days I'm not going to use the carrier, so you guys have time to get your ships off before I move it wherever. It goes back into normal use where I just move it around depending on what I want to do. So what was that here? Here we should fight for Haritari Bridge. And it was 4. Yes. Win conflict zones, fight for Haritari. Okay. Okay. Howard. Go, Howard.
Okay, Commander.
Let's find something to shoot at. Gunship. Yes.
I think that's all. Good work, Commander.
I'll probably start with my lasers here. Let's beam down a gunship. And switch over to multi-cannons firing chaff. So we're just going to keep him nice and close. There we go. Howard's really beginning to land some good shots. It's funny, you can really feel how the NPCs... And boop! Oh, it wasn't enough to kill him. Almost killed him with a ram there. You can really feel how the NPCs slowly get better as they increase in combat rank. Okay, we have our next target. Howard, go for him.
Copy that.
Pips to weapons. We're not actively being shot at, so we're gonna move Pips over to engines. His shields are down, so we're gonna begin to work with him on the multi-cannons. Okay, gonna try to move closer now that he's firing chaff. Get in nice and close. Okay, Allied Captain is here, we're just gonna ignore him. He can take care of himself. They always run as soon as they take. How long does it take them to level up? You can get them to like expert or master level relatively quickly, but of course it's getting slower and slower the higher rank they get. Eliminate enemy captain. Okay, let's try that. They have a tendency to run, so I'm gonna play it very aggressive, but we're just gonna take this guy down first. He's almost dead anyway. Ah, come on. Got his shields up. Get those out of the way quickly. Okay, let's find that captain. There it is.
Understood. Focusing my fire on your target.
We're gonna be playing very aggressive with this guy, because as soon as he hits 50% hull, he's gonna begin to consider running away.
Another one down. Keep going, Commander.
And especially when he begins to reach low shields, he's also gonna be firing shield cell banks. So we're probably gonna go and really try to power through his shield cell banks when he eventually fires them.
The odds aren't stacked in our favor, Commander. Let's try to split these targets up.
What do you mean? We're doing great, Howard. Take it easy. Yeah, we can. I don't think getting his FSD is the best idea, but what we can do is we can sub-target his drives. So when his shields does go down, he begins to run. We should get a clean shot towards his engines, because that's probably easier than trying to penetrate the armor on the Corvette. There we go. Now we got him. Ah, he's slipping away. Thought I had him there. There's the shield cell bank. Gonna boost.
The odds aren't stacked in our favor, Commander. Let's try to split these targets up.
Preventing him from getting any significant amount of shield hit point increase out of those shield cell banks. So he's still firing shield cell banks. Come on. Gonna fire shield cell bank as well. Oh, can we get it before that shield cell bank fire goes off? Come on, there we go. Finally.
Target is trying to get away.
See?
Cut him off, Commander.
And there he is, begins to run. And this is where I want to have a clean shot towards his engines. And he's gone. Every time, they just run away. Yeah, they can align very fast. Okay, Howard. See if we can manage to get a few shots in on that dropship. Should be in range with the lasers soon.
Multiple hostiles in this area, Commander. Let's go to work.
Okay, I have a few shots in. Go for him.
Nicely done, Commander.
Okay, we got another dropship.
Got the target on my scanner.
Yeah, I think a ship like the Blunderbuss would be perfect for something like catching the captains, but I'm not sure how well the Blunderbuss would do in an area like this, because it's not really meant to take that much damage. Howard is doing great today. It's not being shot at either, so that makes it a little bit easier. So almost, maybe we should just check how much he's actually at in terms of combat rank. Just take this ship down here and let's take a look at that. So he's, I think he was 10% master when we started, so I think he got 2% so far. Scout, okay. An almost dead scout.
Commander, I'm moving into attack now.
It's quite far away, but I'm almost in range with the long-range beams, so that should be fine.
The odds aren't stacked in our favor, Commander. Let's try to split these targets up.
Try the Blunderbuss in the combat zone, see how it goes. We can take out the Blunderbuss. It's just not designed for this kind of thing. It's more for the pirate invasions where it can take a single target at the time. It doesn't have to worry about too much incoming damage. Because it really, the Blunderbuss doesn't handle incoming damage very well. So that's why I'm not sure how well it will work. But let's finish this zone, let's try to get the Blunderbuss and see what happens. How long do you think it would take to fill a cutter with tritium in a triple hotspot? I don't know. An hour maybe? I'm guessing. Ah. Will you stop that? So now we're being shot at, aren't we? So we better fire off a shield cell bank. Oh, and remember to get our lasers working here so we can keep ourselves cold.
Understood. Focusing my fire on your target.
Sure. That's the way to kill him as well, I guess. Let's just quickly see what kind of targets we have around. Let's go for this.
Roger that, Commander.
Astro Explorer. We begin to just take down. Just gonna begin to work on ships that are low health. Actually, I'm just gonna move myself over on the other side here. Nope, there we go. So you guys can see the progress bars here. It's often a lot faster, I find, to just scroll through the targets and find anything on low health that's within range of your beam lasers, and then just kill that, because constantly focusing on low health targets just makes you completely finish the zone shit a lot quicker. And as we get in range and the multi-cannons begin to take effect, Eagles don't survive long. So there we have one there. He's already taking damage, and he shoots it down.
I read you. Got the target on my scanner.
Oh, hello. Yeah, it's a bug on Coriolis. The huge multi-cannons are overcharged with auto-loader on them. You can see here how they reload themselves. They always have full ammo. That's the auto-loader modification on them. So if you try to keep an eye on the two top multi-cannons as I'm firing them. You can see I'm just going to take down the shields first here. So then I begin. You can see how they do drain, but they kind of recharge again. And as soon as I let go of the trigger here in a second, you will also see, there we go, let go of the trigger, and you can see how they now slowly recharge and refill themselves with ammo. So they're they behave more like a beam laser than in terms of power consumption than they do as a multi-cannon with a magazine. Autoloader is so nice. There's nothing worse than sitting there, having your target right in front of you and not being able to fire. Like, the additional uptime from not having a reload ever is just so nice. Oh, I've actually set Howard to attack. There we go. Go, Howard. Come on.
Target's
Oh
trying
no.
to get away.
No, 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 no.
Commander.
You're not going anywhere.
Good shooting, Commander.
Alright, see if we have any low health targets around. There's one there.
I read you. Got the target on my scanner.
Get him, Howard. Get him. Do chemical processors still spawn at depth? Yes, they do.
Good shooting, Commander.
Understood. Focusing my fire on your target.
I can't remember the exact DPS of the huge multi-cannons. But it's pretty good, and they have a good time on target, so... Ah, almost.
Threat neutralized. We live to fight
Let's see
another
what else
day.
we have.
Another one down. Keep going, Commander.
Any reason for all the gimbals? I prefer gimbaled. It's much more relaxing to fly with. And at least for me, I have a much better time on target with gimbal than I do with huge. Or not huge, with fixed.
Confirmed kill.
Copy that. Let's take this one down.
Python's the biggest thing right now. There's all, I mean, one of them is taking a little bit of shield damage, so let's just go for the Python. It's quite far away.
Focusing my fire on your target. The odds aren't stacked in our favor, Commander. Let's try to split these targets up.
Howard, we have a very comfortable lead right now. Python's gone. There's something right behind me. Oh. Let's take him down.
Copy that. Let's take this one down.
Recently bought an Imperial cut, but don't know what to do with it. I don't know, make a mining ship out of it. Laser mining. Make a trade ship out of it. There's gotta be some Imperials out there who's gonna be really upset with the fact that everybody takes their big, beautiful, luxury designed ships and makes them into industrial mining ships. Oh, this guy is annoying. Is that gonna be it? That gonna push us over the limit to win this side? Not quite. Okay, anything on low health? Oh, Eagle. Can I get a quick shot in the Eagle before he dies? Can I maybe kill the Eagle? I can kill the Eagle. Hey, we won.
They're retreating. Great work, Commander.
Come back, Howard.
Really made a difference.
Yeah, well, not anymore. Did we get Howard back already?
Locked down.
Oh, we did. Okay. 16%. Look at that. We got 6% from that one conflict zone. Let's go back and pick up the blunderbuss and see how it fares in a conflict zone like this. I don't think it's gonna do too well, but at the very least, it's gonna be fun. So while we're flying back, do remember to give the stream a like. It really, really helps a lot. And if we hit 400 likes on today's live stream, I'm gonna set up a discount code so you guys can get yourself some merchandise on the cheap. You can find the merchandise at d2astore.com, where you can get t-shirt, hoodies, mugs, like the Terra X mug. You can get it down to the Astronomy mug. Remember your limpets. There's now also a D2A North Star mug. All kinds of cool stuff. Where did they park the North Star? Jesus, there's a lot of carriers here. Are these all the passengers? There must be all the passengers that have arrived in system waiting for or wanted to transfer ships over to the carrier. Quinspo, thank you. The 101 Shadow. You're welcome. The system's not that wacky. Oh, yeah, you have like lots of orbiting things orbiting each other. I like LP. This is always like, this is home. It's been my home for years now. Why not drop? Thank you. Okay, there we go. Hello, North Star.
You are welcome at this carrier, Commander. Let us know if you're looking to dock.
Does conflict zones always have a captain? No. So there will usually... I have had situations where they don't spawn, but I feel like that's a bug. But usually you get 2 missions in a conflict zone. And that could be anything from protecting your own captain, killing the enemy captain. You can have, what are they called? These alpha, beta, gamma, it's like spec ops ships coming in from either side. You either have to protect them or to kill them. You can also have war correspondents with like journalists that you either have again to protect, kill. You can also have capital ships jumping in. Same deal here. You have to then protect your own capital ship or need to repel the enemy capital ship. So there can be a lot of things happening. In did I just? Oh, great. Oh well. So there can be lots of different missions. There will always, in most situations, there will be 2 of these missions spawning. Okay, let's find the blunderbuss. There it is. Emission depends on the intensity of the conflict zone. Yeah. So, I mean, I have had all different mission types in high intensities, but it may be, I haven't actually tested that, but it may be that you're not going to get capital ships in a low intensity zone. Okay, have I set my fire groups? I have. Okay, this could either go super well or end in a horrible disaster. Let's see. Will there be a trip back from the bubble to Colonia? Yes, it started yesterday. According to the flight plan, we left yesterday. And, oh, what's happening now? Okay, we survived. Your North Star mug is already on the way, leaving exchange office. Oh, this is a very long tunnel. I haven't checked the status on mine in a while. Let's see. Let me just check it. I feel like I'm gonna 30k now. What do you guys think? Looks like a 30k to me. Or well, orange sidewinder. Let's do this in the right game. Yeah, mine is items sent abroad. Whatever that means. Tracking for my mug. Yeah, I feel like 30k incoming. Should we just kill it ourselves? Yeah, I mean, it's weird because most of the trip out to Colonia, I was sitting in either an open or in the private group, and I had no issues. But on the 2 days when I've been flying back, I've been flying from solo most of the time because I've been having so many orange sidewinders. I tried to fly from the private group, tried to fly from open in both situations. There we go. In both situations, I just got orange sidewinders every time we tried to do a jump, and it just got annoying at the end. So I decided to just fly from solo, and then there was no issues. But clearly, you can get disconnected from solo as well. Well, hey, we made it to Garahaikal, so that is nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Was it planet 5? Yes, it was.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Oh, are we really servers? Is this how it's gonna be today? God damn it. Not even game sound right now. This is nothing. Silence and a Braden tunnel. Server's about to go down. This might actually looks like we're gonna have some servers down pretty soon. Sorry. Some laptop disconnecting something also, apparently. I can't even escape menu right now. So I guess there's only either we get kicked ourselves in a few minutes, or we have to go and task kill it. Okay, let's reboot the game, I guess. Yeah, I think this is gonna... Oh, wow. Will you let me tab out? Oh, hold on, it's probably on the other screen. It's like, it wouldn't even let me open Task Manager. Elite Dangerous Executable. End task. Goodbye. Let's try this again. I've used up all the Frontier server resources. Okay. Back in game. Cannot connect. Oh, there we go. At least it connected to something. I'm just gonna, for good measures, I'm gonna pop up the bandwidth usage here in the bottom, and see if we'll make it into Super Cruise this time. We have North Star 1982 says like the Saturn model. Thank you. Hey, there we go. Much better. Look at that. Working servers and everything. So. Back to flying, I guess. Reboot says, will I soon do another Astrophysicists review? You enjoyed it? First of all, thank you. Yes, there's just one problem. There is only one system in Star Citizen to review. Then I should review systems in Elite. That is also an opportunity. To find interesting systems and do like astrophysicist reviews. And then pick... But it should be noticeable systems, I feel like, because... I don't know, if you do like an astrophysicist review call sector 85 whatever number plate. It's gonna be, so why that system? There probably should be noticeable systems. Do you think it should be possible to build a Dyson sphere in Elite? Would be cool if there were a Dyson sphere out there. But build it ourselves? I mean, we can't even build stations. Hello and welcome. How bad servers will be when Odyssey comes out? I hope that Frontier is gonna reinforce the servers during the Odyssey launch, because oh boy, that's gonna be intense, I think. If it was an event, yeah, sure. If there were like, I feel like this is, I mean, that the tech level in Elite is not where I would think Dyson spheres were a thing people would build. But if you could come up with like a law reason why a Dyson sphere would exist, I mean, maybe the Guardians could have considered it to build a Dyson sphere. I don't know. Or maybe some completely new alien race somewhere in the corner of the galaxy we haven't found. Guardian Dyson spheres would be awesome. I mean, imagine a Dyson sphere in the in like the Guardian like design language with all the blue and triangular shapes. That would work. I mean, you could make an isosphere out of it. Make an isosphere out of triangles and then have that as a Dyson sphere. That'd be amazing. Okay, so this could potentially go really, really badly, or it could be really, really awesome. But let's see. We're gonna find something big and slow to shoot at. So a gunship could work.
Good to have you on the team, Commander.
So this gunship is already taking damage, so we're gonna come up nice and close. And when I say nice and close, I mean we're gonna be scraping paint with this guy. There are his shields. Oh. Ah, missed. Come on. He's already exploding.
Good shooting, Commander.
Trajectory disruption. Under attack.
Okay, so now I'm being attacked, so I need to be a little bit more careful, because again, I'm not really designed to take a ton of damage. Oh, this guy's already dying. I'm not gonna get a shot in on him. Let's try this guy instead then.
Propaganda vessel sighted. Last thing we need is those guys spreading lies about us. Take them out.
Okay, let's come in here with the scramblers. Take out his shields. Hit him with the...
We have enemy spec ops in the area. Stay alert.
Oh, we have both spec ops and war correspondents now. I feel like I need to swap a little bit around my firing groups for these prolonged fights. Because I'm not really using my my multi-cannon effectively right now. So let me just fix that real quick. So we're gonna make one that, whoops. basically looks like that as the secondary group. Oh, without the collector. Third lance. See, that's a little bit more maneuverable. So not ideal for this ship. Gotta come in close. Oh, look at that! This guy can take some damage. Those crypto scramblers normally hurt. Is this spec ops? Oh yeah, this is spec ops. That explains it. This is gonna be an interesting fight. Pretty sure I have more thermal damage than he does. Now I should switch group. Come on. Should try to avoid recovery. I need to get really close, but I don't want to get into these like constant turning fights. Probably give myself a little bit more elbow room here. Yeah, come on. Ah, out of weapon power. My shield's about to go down. There's my shields. I have no armor on this one, so I'm gonna run now. Luckily, I'm fast. So why not corrosive frags? Because I don't need... So I use the pacifiers, which are large weapons, as you can see here. And I use the crypto scramblers for shield damage. And that means I have a class 2 slot left. And I use that for a multi-cannon with corrosive shell on. As you can clearly see, this is not designed for this type of combat. This is designed for... I mean, a Python, a third lance is really a bad choice of target for this ship. Because you want something that's big, that's heavy, that doesn't move fast, where you can have an easier time staying behind them. And that's not really a third lance. And we're taking damage again.
You got it. Well done, Commander.
From everything, it seems. Yeah, I said it when we picked it up that it's not really designed for this. But again, the assault ship might be more down our alley for what we would expect this to be fighting. Okay, let's get in range. Oh, his shield's already down. Oh, come on. After this conflict zone is over... Actually, you know what? It's gonna take forever to finish this one. We killed this ship, then let's go and see if we can't find a pirate invasion zone where this ship is actually intended to go. Bye-bye. Mission critical message. Salvage contract. No. Yeah, I know there's people shooting at me. That's fine. We have speed. Okay, let's just go and see if we can find something that's a little bit more suited for this this type of vessel. State is it pirate invasion? It's not incursion. That's natural disaster, infrastructure failure. Is it terrorist attack? I don't think it's terrorist attack. Just gonna check that we're still... Yeah, there's no one here. It's fine. I think it's usually it's pirate invasion, isn't it? Is it lockdown? I just can't remember today. Though lockdown systems are rare. Sirius has pirate invasions. Really? Sirius. It's probably a little bit too far. Okay, we can make it there. 1, 2, 3, 4 jumps. That should be fine. Yeah, pick up the CG. I don't know if I'm gonna go for this CG. Where is it at? Let's just... Do I have Inara open? I don't. Hold on, let me just find Inara here real quick. Just want to see what the status of it is. It's on the other screen again. It always is. we go. Let's just check this real quick. Let me get the other screen back so I can see you guys. And now it's under Galaxy. They move stuff around. Defend the Galactic Summit. Okay, 4 million. That's actually not too bad. That's doable if you want to get in top 75. 100 almost. Probably going to be 100 million if you want to get into the... Oh, it's only top 25 for 75. 25 is like 50 million. That's doable. And then I know that then you're just there. You need to be there for like the end of the...
Frameshift drive charging.
Yeah, we're still less than 50%. Some people have been really busy. They made over $1 billion in credits here. Somebody's had 65 million in the community goal. That's pretty good. I obviously haven't done a whole lot.
Frameshift drive charging.
Ooh, threat 6, that's nice. I like that. That should be fine. If we can find a threat 6, then just go there.
4, 3, 2. Frameshift drive charging.
Yeah, I don't want to go to a compromised nav, because the trick with this ship is you need to pick your fights. You should not go into a... This is why these the conflict zone doesn't work for this build, because as you saw, as soon as I began to take damage, I couldn't stay in the fight for very long, and I had to run away, wait for my shields to recharge. There we go. Therefore, it's much better. Yeah, here we go. Pirate activity detected. Threat 6. Here we go. But in these pirate activities, if these are at least as they normally are, there's a lot of ships flying around, but they don't attack you on sight. They will only attack you if you shoot at them. And that means that now I can go in and I can basically pick my targets. And I say, I want to fight... Oops, that was too early. And I want to fight that ship. And then I can position myself exactly where I want to be. And once I've done that, then I can go and kill that target. And once the target is down, then you move on to the next. So this means you will always, if you do it right at least, you will always be fighting one-on-one. And that is what this ship is designed for. Fighting bigger, heavier ships in one-on-one fights. So here we should have plenty of Anacondas. There's not a single Anaconda yet. Ships are still loading in, it seems. Crypto storage data and occupied escape pods. Ooh. I feel cheated. I was promised Anacondas. I don't want to fight pythons. Could maybe fight an Asp Explorer. Yeah, I'm just gonna hang around and wait and see if there's gonna be a few Anacondas show up. all the ships out here. Look at that. Yeah, I know these ships are heavily engineered. That's fine. How far away is the threat 5? We might jump over there, see if we're more lucky. 1,000 light years, light seconds. Noisy bunnies. Hey. Gotta take your box. You can't be noisy. There we go. Alright, let's go to the thread 5 and see if we have more lucky there. More luck there. Because I know we're just gonna do a quick jump out and back into this one, I think. Just gotta flip this thing around and go back in, see if we have more luck this time. I'm actually really low on fuel. I need to keep an eye on that, because I might actually get into a situation where I'm run out of fuel while flying around out here. Hey! That's much more like it. Why am I almost out of fuel? Because I flew here in a ship that doesn't have a very good jump range. Okay, little Anaconda. Am I just gonna sneak up behind him? I'm gonna be very quiet now. Shh. And then we're gonna open up with the Anaconda. And we're just gonna stay behind him. Yeah, chaff all you like. Oh, put pips to our weapons maybe. Yeah, you shield cell bank away. See, this is more like what this ship is designed for. This is the type of fighting this thing is designed to do. Oh, oh. Just gonna fly past him again. And we're back on his tail. A little bit too close to his tail, maybe. There goes his shields. Yeah, you boost all you like. There we go. It's 200. How much was that in one Anaconda? That's 1 million. That's okay. Jesus. Oh, hello. How nice of you to fly right by us. Let me give you a little scan. And a few Christmas scrambles. And just keep him within 500 meters. And swap fire groups. Begin to work on his armor. Soft it up with the multi-cannon and hit him with the pacifiers. And Anaconda be gone. That's another almost. Like, we're like just shy of 2 million now. Yeah. See, this is designed. This is what this ship is designed for. That type of fighting. This is very, very specifically designed for this. You can. I think this is actually a pretty good demonstration of what a purpose-built ship can do in Elite. I've said this a million times, that you should not try to build ships that does too many things at once. If you want to solve every single task in Elite with a single ship, you're going to end up with a ship that doesn't do anything up very well. But the more specialized, the more focused on one specific task you do in Elite, the better the ship is going to be. You can definitely do a general purpose combat PvE ship, like the Cube Comber. And that will work great in here. It will work great pretty much everywhere you take it. Yeah, I know, fuel. I'm still good. But if you take something like this that's designed to go specifically to this, then it will work very, very well. I got a new Patreon. Did I miss a new Patreon? I'm sorry. Let me just quickly check that. I completely missed that in the in all the excitement of killing anacondas. Where do I even check that? Hold on. Come on, internet. Okay, I haven't received the email yet. Normally I get an email when people sign up on Patreon, but thanks a lot for becoming a Patreon. I don't know why that hasn't shown up yet, otherwise I would definitely shout you out. Brendan, Alan. Okay, Brendan, thanks a lot for becoming a Brandon, I think. Thanks a lot for becoming a Patreon. That's awesome. Welcome. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't get the notification. Let me just check if I have sound here. Hold on. I've got to be Windows sounds now. That's just me. Yeah, that definitely works. Very well. Okay, where is the community goal again? Where do we need to hand in? Hand it about at the spirit of whatever. Okay. Does it work well against federal corvettes? Anything that's really like the corvettes, anacondas, and cutters, those kind of things work well against. Type 9s. This thing eats Type 9s for breakfast. Let's just go and hand a few things in for the... Yeah. Tragic Blue over on Twitch says, such a fun build unless you're flying a water Anaconda. Exactly. And this build was intended to go to specifically the pirate invasions, go out, just kill anacondas, and this is just meant to be something different. Like, if you've been flying the same combat build for a long time, you want something that's a little smaller, faster, more maneuverable, and really packs a punch. then something like this is definitely worth considering. Yeah, I'll refuel when we get to the mega ship here. A power play weapons limited by time. I'm not sure I understand. Like, you can get them whenever you want. I mean, you just have the 4 weeks, if that's what you mean. You have the 4 weeks wait time to get them. But once you have them, they're yours. And even if you unpledge from the faction and you lose your ship in combat, you're still going to be able to rebuy them as part of when you do the normal rebuy of a ship. So once you have them, you really only have to. You shouldn't necessarily have to subscribe to like pledge to that faction again until someday when you want more of them, or maybe you, what do I know, throw them out by accident or something like that. Flying around without a rebuy or something.
Warning. Frame shift drive operating beyond safety limits.
Okay. Yeah, I saw. We actually the channel actually passed 75,000 subscribers today. I think it was today, which is amazing. So next big step, next big milestone is gonna be 100. It's gonna be a while before we get a 100, but is there a way to completely disable flight assist? I can only hold M for it to be disabled. Yeah, sure. You just go in here to your options. Go to options, go to controls. And then you go to flight miscellaneous, where you have... Here you toggle flight assist. And either you have it as a toggle or hold. You just probably set to hold. Put it to toggle. And then whatever key you have. And then you're good to go. Yeah, see, that's a good point there. That there's probably going to be a huge influx of players when Odyssey drops, and that means that it could be pushed forward. Oh, I thought we got 07. Where are we? We're here. That could push 100k forward in time, so I probably want to begin to consider the consider what kind of celebrations I should do, unless I want to do the celebrations afterward. I mean, I guess if I hit it early. There we go. Come on. Come on. Why no refuel? Doesn't this thing has refuel? It does have refuel. Oh, now I'm refueled, okay. $30k? No, I think we're good. Nice, the authority contracts. Yes. Here you go. You can has. Elite is acting up. Do we have a lot of players in the league today? So if we're lucky, if I'm not mistaken, then the threat 5 was out in this area. So let's go and do that. Call the fuel... Call the fuel rats when you're sitting on the landing pad. should have the grade 5, the threat 5 right here. Yeah, there we go. Ooh, capital ships. Can you imagine that call to a fuel rat? Yes, I'm sitting on this station and the refueling service is broken. Can you please come and refuel me? Okay, Dungar says that the Steam chart. So at least, if, I know that there are a lot of players on other platforms as well, but if we can assume that Steam is somewhat representative, at least for the relative size of numbers of players in game, then it seems like it's pretty stable. May just be the servers. Who knows? Maybe Frontier is doing the backup of for the beta alpha, whenever that's gonna come out. Oh, hello. Hello, little Anaconda. How are you doing today? Okay, let's just try for fun, just to sub-target this power plant, see what that... I know it doesn't explode now when you take the power plant out, but... Yeah, scan me all you want. Yeah, there's this power plant. Are you done? No? Come on. There we go. Attaboy, finish your scans. Look at that blue planet in the background. Just gotta kill him before his power plant goes. There we go. Dead Anaconda. Who's the collector limpet out? Thermic alloys. Oh, refined focus crystals. Oh, exquisite focus crystals. You know what? Oh, I didn't bring limpets. Okay, just gonna do it manually then. Just the exquisite focus one. Yike. Yeah, I got the wrong mug today. So I forgot my limpets. Just want to see if there's anything that I have outside my scan range. Seems not. Of course you can scoop. That's how we used to do it before limpets. Everybody would just scoop things up manually. Then limpets came and then nobody did that anymore. Oh, there's also proton light alloys. I completely missed those. Nope, because it's not cargo. You can see it doesn't go in here in my cargo, it's materials. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna go and I'm gonna synthesize a few limpets. Because I have lots and lots of iron and nickel. Yes, it is. Music Dog asks if this is the material collection made fun video. I should just remember to stock limpets. That would have made it a little bit more fun. Let's just go fire groups and let's just see. You know what? We're just gonna put the collector in here, I feel like. Oh, no, in 2. There we go. And then not target anything. And then fire off our limpets. And just park ourselves right there while we wait for more Anacondas to show up. Hopefully more Anacondas will show up. We can close the bandwidth thing now. We can sit here and watch the little limpet work. Most people don't remember a time before limpets, so I remember a time before limpets. That was back when you did mining. Mining was really difficult back then because what you would do was you would be positioning yourself in such a way on the rocks that you would create like a string of fragments, like a small, like a necklace almost of all the fragments perfectly lined up. And when you were done with all your fragments, you would move to the ship to the end of that line. Then you would target the first one, move forward and scoop it up, and then move back. Then target the next one in the line, forward, back, target, forward, back. And you would keep doing that and scoop the fragments up that way. It took forever. But that was how people used to do it. I used to do it. I'm thinking, okay, so people are asking about more trips. Yes, I will do more trips at some point. And the exact format I'm not sure of. Because either I want to do like small, like 1-2 day excursion, so we go to like one place, visit that, go back. Or I want to do a longer excursion where we do like a round trip. I don't ever want to fly all the way to Beagle Point. That's quite far, but at the very least, go like maybe visit some thundercloud. We can visit some mountains. I have that in mind. That could be fun. Go into Secretary's A. Devil's Dance Floor could be fun to go and have a look at that as well. Like find a few places, and then basically just as we did with Collection of Wonders on this trip, we go to a place, we stay there overnight, where people can log on, they can make sure that there's going to be plenty of time both in EU and US time zone for people to go and do, and then move on to the next step. So basically more like a cruise trip where people kind of, when they're at work or when they're sleeping, I'll be jumping, and then when people come back or wake up, then they can go and they can play, and then they can go back on a carrier and they're ready for the next one. But I had something like that in mind. Really? No, he's about to run. No, he's not. Okay, he's not running. He's not running. Bye-bye! Oh, Anaconda! Ah, forget about the materials. He killed my limpets anyway. Hold on, why do I have a pacifier in that group? That's not right. The Scorp, thanks a lot for the super chat. Says missed the trip, but I'll read it in a second. I just need to focus on killing this Anaconda here. And I actually got the notification this time. Always with the turret beams. Just try to position ourselves a little bit better here. He's getting a little bit too many shots in, I think. Just gonna move around him a bit. Oh. Okay. Let's see what Scorp had to say. He said he missed the trip. Yeah, hold this passion for pace game. Hope my carrier will not fall into a force cell. We will see. Okay. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's going to be more trips. Okay, what else can we find? Total shield strength is not amazing. 1,300. It's not super high. They are bi-weaves, if I recall correctly. Because they are not really meant to be taking sustained fire. Yeah, it's bi-weaves. Not really meant to take sustained fire. They are meant to be more like a... Oh, got some high-end UX. Thermic alloys. Chemical manipulators. Conductive ceramics. It's not bad. Is a non-Powerplay version of the blunderbuss viable? Yeah, it is. You can use normal frags. That would work. The difficult one is to replace the scramblers. Because that insane DPS out of those small hardpoints is hard to replicate without them. So if you were to replace something, try to replace the pacifiers with just normal frags. That can definitely work. It just means you need to be a little bit more like on top of your distancing, because you have a higher jitter radius, so you have more spread on your normal frags than you do on the pacifiers. That's an Anaconda. He actually got away there. Let's move in again then. There we go. Get around again. Come on. Ah, almost got him there. And he's gone. Is that an engineered conda? Yes, we are in a... look at all the hype. They're all gone. They all ran away. Participated alloy. Oh, hello. AZ Rattler, I think. AZ Rattler, AZ. Thanks a lot for the donation. But yes, it is an engineered Anaconda. Precipitated alloys. And they usually... no, that's actually okay. We're just gonna jump out and come back in and see if we can get some more ships to spawn. How much have we collected so far? Another almost 3 million, that's fine. Oh, choices this time. So we're gonna put our pips back into 4 weapons, 2 engines. Gonna get our scramblers ready. One deadly wounded Anaconda coming up. Gonna go and position ourselves basically right in his exhausts. Well within the 500 meters. And then we're gonna open up on him. He's gonna try to run. But we are speed and power. Can't see a thing, just shoot at the big light in front of me and hope it hits the Conda. Everybody's scanning me right now. And the Conda's gone. Put some pips over to shields. Get those back online. Hey, look at that. Anacondas for days now. Can I scan you too? And Kuto Scrambler the Conda. We should go, and after we empty this this site for Anacondas, we're gonna go and see if we can't find an Anaconda in the hashless site, just to give you a point of comparison for what this will do against a hashless site Anaconda. I mean, those Anacondas die in seconds. %50 hull. Oh. Oh. Where are you going? Come here. Oh, wow. What a turn. Bye-bye.
Target destroyed.
Look at all that stuff we could pick up. Did all the Condas go? Oh, maybe they're just out of range. Oh, there was another one. Jump range is not amazing. Like 25, 26 kilometers, light years. 26 kilometers jump range. That would be bad. 2 pips engine, 4 pips weapons. There we go. Just slowly chew away on his shields. He doesn't even have me targeted yet. He's maybe gonna get a targeted now. Unless I can keep him. I just gotta move around him a bit. There we go. Much better. Almost got his shields. Ah, it's out of range again. Ow, 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 ow. Need to get in position. I don't want to get into these turning fights where he actually gets a chance to shoot at me, so I need to try and move around him. And for that I need to get in real close. Kind of lost my positioning here. So we're gonna go in real close. We're gonna use our thrusters to try and keep up with him. A little bit better this time. He got range again. Damn it. Once you lose it, it can sometimes be difficult to try and get back in that position. Oh. Oh. Okay, now I think I managed to log in. There we go. Now we're back. Okay, made an absolute mess of this fight. There we go, got him. Scorp, thanks a lot for the super chat again, says try to fly back, force, and ease down them. Yeah. Oh, we got another Anaconda. I need to practice my get in and out of positioning with these NPC Anacondas. So does it fly backwards? Or like in reverse? Or what? Oh, did they already mess up there at the beginning? No, we're fine. Fine. almost got his shields now. Oh, shields are down. That's okay though. Let's take this Anaconda down. Let's then move over and try to find someone in. Boom. We also. Oh, there's actually another Anaconda here, but. Oh. Count Dracula. Dracula? Thanks a lot for becoming a Patreon. I'm not sure I understand what it is you wanted me to try. Like, just fly in reverse? What do I mean? Fly back and force. The multi-cannon is it... It's not autoloader. I probably should put autoloader on it, to be honest, but it's not. Let me check here. It is overcharged corrosive shell.
Frame shift charge detected.
Okay, down the Anaconda's jumping. Do they have hazardous resource extraction sites here in this area? They probably don't. They don't have any ring plants, do they? No, they don't. I think I just want to go and find a quick hash res. We had hash reses back in you know what? We're gonna hand in the bounties we have here. How much did I collect? 6.5. That's okay. We're gonna go and pick that up. Or hand that in, and then we're gonna go and find some. See if we can find silver hash with Anaconda.
Frame shift drive charging.
Can you fight in a pirate threat 6 zone without a fully engineered ship? You can always fight, but Luton Star next one has Hasbros. Okay, then we're not going to go all the way back. Let's just go there and hand that in. Okay, perfect. We also can get bounties there. You know what? Then we're just going to go there instead and not hand in yet. Yeah, look at that. All the fleet carriers.
Frame shift drive charging.
But yeah, can you and survive? I think you can. I mean, if you are fighting one ship, but you're gonna be relying a lot more on your piloting skill than your new ship. That's the thing I like about the Cucumber build. Is it is such a forgiving build that you can make flying mistakes and you can be sloppy with your pip management and you can be sloppy with your flying and it will still perform. Whereas a build like this, as you can see, if I mess up my positioning and I get out of sync with the ship that I'm fighting, I'm basically just gonna stop doing damage. So a build like this is a lot less forgiving. Slide out there. Just see where it's at, the community goal. So I have, how much was it again? $6.5 plus about 2.5 that I handed in last time, I think. So That gives me 9. So 9 should put me somewhere in the middle of top 75. So at the very least, I'm going to be there to get one of the paid jobs. That's cool. And I'm going to overshoot. Now, I don't know if that's going to spawn hazardous or wanted anacondas, but I hope so, because it would be fun if we could get one here that's a smaller, less aggressive combat rank, less engineering, just so we can see the difference between engineered and non-engineered. This is basically a get good build. It's a good training if you want to practice flying with fixed weapons, I think. I enjoy it. I mean, this build was built to have, or to be a fun build to fly. In very specific situations. And also with a bit of challenge in it. Well, this doesn't seem very hazardous, does it? Well, here we go. That's probably not an anaconda, is it? No, it's a vulture. You don't want to fight a vulture. We have mining ships out here. Asp exploder. Here we go. Now stuff is happening. Python. Imperial Clipper. We could go for an Imperial Clipper a little bit on the maneuverable side for us. And fast. Compromised nav beacon. Yeah, maybe there's going to be anacondas there. I'm just going to wait and see if we can't get an anaconda to spawn in here. Oh, they're already fighting. What are they shooting at? They're shooting at the vulture. Yeah, why not? Vulture's not going to be the best target for me to fight, but all the NPCs are on him, so it's probably going to be fine. Take him out with a little multi-cannon. There we go. Still have that wanted clipper. Oh, hello. Who is raiding here? Unilor. I don't know how to pronounce it, but hello and welcome. Come on. Proximity mine. Yes, we're gonna fight a proximity mine. The best thing we have right now is still that clipper, but again, I really want to fight ships that are big and heavy. Clipper doesn't really count as big and heavy. Gunship, maybe. Okay. Oh. Fighting going on. Still no anacondas. Okay, should we see what we can do against this guy? It could end badly, but... oh, he's already way more maneuverable than all the anacondas we've been fighting. He's having his point defense shooting at something. There we go. No. Okay, should we go to the compromised nav beacon or just jump out and back in, see if we can get a... I think we're just going to try to jump out and back in, see if we can't get an Anaconda to spawn. This is why I normally wouldn't take this ship into hazardous sites, because the ships are generally too big or too small in here. We want to fight something bigger. But if you can begin to fight... There we go. Let's drop ourselves back in. Wait for them to spawn. Here they come. Dropship, scouts. Small things. Small things. And they're already fighting each other. Oh, poor Type 7. So, Type 6, sorry. It's gonna be clean, right? Yeah, he's be dead. Okay, should we try the compromised nav beacon? That's the Sirius, right? Was it Sirius that had a compromised nav beacon? Because if we have that in there, then we might actually be able to fight something there, maybe. I feel like the chances of getting... Okay, let's go for the compromised nav beacon instead then. If we have, see, we have a bit more luck there for Anacondas. Low-skilled Anacondas, more specifically. They should be lower, like, engineered than what we find in the pirate activities. And if we can fight a Type 10, I would love it if we could fight a Type 10. Already overheating.
Warning, temperature critical.
And there we go. Yeah, yes, just gonna see if we can find Anaconda. Yes, no? No Anaconda. Sad face.
Scan detected.
Lots of ships. Like, lots of ships. But no Anacondas. Yes, Dungle, let's do that. Just gonna try to jump out and back in again. So while we're just gonna bounce this the compromised nav beacon here, if you haven't already, please go down and give the stream a like. If we can hit 400 likes in the live stream, I will set up a discount code for the merch store so you guys can get 10% off on merchandise. So you can find that at d2eastore.com. Also, if you want to support the channel, you can either do that through one-time donations at tip.d2a.com, or you can do it on a monthly subscription at Patreon, which you find at patreon.d2a.com. Finally, of course, some of you may know, hopefully a lot of you will know, I just had an amazing trip out to Colonia. I had a ton of fun. Seems like people on board had a ton of fun. If you want to join trips like that, if you just want to join, be part of the community, then you can find that at Discord, and you can find the link for that at discord.d2a.com. And, oh, Anaconda! Hello. Still a deadly Anaconda, but maybe he's still less engineered. We'll see. What is he doing? Yeah, definitely less engineered. There we go. Bye-bye. You can see the difference between engineered and not engineered. I hope that was pretty clear. If you are interested in the build, you can find it at the Commander's Toolbox. Oh, did it jump? I think it jumped. Type 7. Deadly Type 7. Deadly Clean Type 7. Sad. Pythons. There's a keelback. Most likely clean as well, yes. Talk about NPC bullying. And then tons and tons of small ships that we don't really worry about. Okay. Let's bound this again. Oh. It's a little toasty here, I think. Wait a minute. Type 7 is most likely clean again. Yes.
Scan detected.
Deadly clean. So another Crusader here. Elite Crusader. Oh, Minor. Oh well. Let's give it one more go.
Temperature critical.
Why so much heat? Because we're flying around right next to that big white thing. And that's very hot. Still no Anacondas. But no, flying in such close vicinity to Sirius is, well, it's serious business. Yeah, okay, I'll show myself out. This is the blunderbuss build, in case people are wondering. Pick it up at Commander's Toolbox. I can definitely feel that that I spent like 8 and 9 hours in a fleet carrier the last 2 days. Like focusing on the game is a little bit more difficult today than usual. And this is why I just wanted some very, oh, that's a passenger liner, isn't it? Oh, it's clean. Just not allowed to have fun. Okay, I want to kill another Anaconda, and they're clearly not showing up here too often, so let's go to the threat 6. Hopefully we have more luck there. Are the Kudu Scramblers and pacifiers that good? The pacifiers are okay. I think they're definitely better than like standard frags. At least in my mind, I like them better. But the Scramblers are just a completely different weapon compared to what you may be used to. Because they are small weapons, but they hit like a freight train. You have basically small hardpoints that can do the same, if not more, damage than a huge hardpoint. Their big downside is, let me show you here before we drop in. We go and look at the stats here on the Scramblers. You will see here on the left-hand column, 5th row, it says armor piercing 1. This means that this has the lowest possible armor piercing rating in the game, so it's gonna be no good at going through armor. Let's take something like a medium-sized multi-cannon. Here we have an armor piercing rating of 37. This is okay, and remember ships like the Anacondas and Corvettes, they have armor hardness, which is the like opposite stat of armor piercing. They're sitting up in like 50, 60 area. So an armor piercing of 1 just means that you're not going to do any damage to hull. And everybody wants to try and take these critical scramblers, take that massive damage, and they want to try to make it do hull damage by put like inertial impact or something on it. And in my mind, I've tried it a few times, it just doesn't work. I think you're much better off just use the scramblers of what they're good at, and that is just stripping shields away. And then swap over to some more kinetic damage from the frags, soften the armor up with a multi-cannon with the corrosive shell, and then just slowly wind down the armor. I actually have very little ammo left for the pacifiers, so I probably should synthesize.
Weapons rearmed. Weapons rearmed.
Okay, let's go in. And deselect, slow us down, and reselect. Let's see if we want to spawn Anacondas for us this time. Oh, it does. Oh, it spawns all the Anacondas. Here we go. Here we go. So, get the scramblers ready. 4 pips to weapons, 2 pips to engines. And then just slowly begin to make our way into position. Get in position right behind the Anaconda. And just begin to take down his shields nice and slow with the scramblers. Firing shaft, doesn't matter. Scramblers are fixed weapons. Swap over and begin to take down his armor. Don't think I'm hitting him a lot right now. Gotta put some pips over to shields. There we go, that's better. And that's gone.
Target destroyed.
Lots of good components, but back to the scramblers. And back towards the center with us. Fight some more of those juicy Anacondas. Now this guy's already locked in a fight. So this is a little bit more difficult now because he's already in a fight, so it can be difficult to get the right positioning on him. Since he's already maneuvering to try and avoid incoming damage. He's not just cruising around as he usually is. But the good thing is he's not fighting us. So he's not really paying attention to where we are. So we should put a little bit more pips to engines. Be able to get a good positioning on him. Good position on him here. That is as good as it's gonna get. It's not perfect, but we'll have to work with it. now he's paying attention to us. It's drifting too far away. I'm drifting outside. I only have 5 kilometer range on these beams, on these lasers here. So I really need to get in close. There we go. Ah, come on. More power, more power, more power. Oh, that was a complete miss. There we go, he's gone. What do the Kudu... So the Kudu Scramblers are... what is that? They're like burst lasers. They're small-sized burst lasers that do insane amounts of damage against shields. No damage against armor. Next to no damage against armor. And they have an extremely short range of just 5 kilometers. So he's also fighting. Good positioning. So that's why I'm staying really close. I don't want to get outside 500... Sorry, not 5 kilometers. 500 meters. So they have really short range of 500 meters. I don't want to get outside 500 meters here, because then my lasers can't hit him. See, there I'm outside. I still just barely hit the nose of him. There we go. Getting a little bit of help. I'm out of ammo on the multi-cannon, so we have to just use these. I just forgot to synthesize that as well. Just gonna use the frags normally. Keep at him. We're not doing as much damage right now as we doesn't have the corrosive effect on him, so his armor's a little stronger. But with the help of the NPCs, we get him down anyway. We out of Anacondas again? I think we are out of Anacondas again. Is it 1 kilometer range? Yeah, okay. So I think maybe they come by default with 1 kilometer range. But if I recall correctly... Yeah, okay, so that's why I have short range on these. So why do I put short range on these? I put short range on these because they have jitter. As you can see down here, left-hand column, second bottom row, you have jitter. And that's what you see when I fire the lasers. You can see how they kind of jump around. Because of that... That means if you go out to 1 kilometer, you're not going to be able to hit anything at 1 kilometer anyway. Because the lasers are just going to be all over the place. It's basically going to be Stormtrooper City out there. You're going to be firing a lot of lasers and you're not going to hit a thing. So what I'm doing is I'm engineering them with short range. Is it 600 meters? Do I yeah, okay, so maximum range is fall off start is 600. So I go short range to half the range they can shoot, because I want to fight within that range anyway. But short range gives me a huge damage boost to the damage output of the weapons. And then I put oversized on it for even more damage. And you have the damage fall off anyway, so... Exactly. Short ranges gives you a ton of damage if you keep them close. And oh boy, you can see these things hit like a freight train. And these are small weapons. Okay, do we have anything? No, we no more Anacondas to kill, so we could reset the session. How much did we collect? Ah, that's another cool 10 million.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2.
No, the sweet spot is all the way out to 500. Let me just put this into cruise mode, and then let me show you here. Just go to Coriolis and let's take a chieftain, right? Yes, we're flying a chieftain, and there we go. Critter scramblers. Let's just put a number of critter scramblers on here. Okay. So if we go over here to profile, you can now see here we have the damage profile of the critter scrambler. So you can see out to 600 meters, it does its full damage output, which is around 27 DPS per weapon. Now compare this with a similar sized beam laser fixed also. That does 25 DPS unengineered. This is a large weapon. So they're comparable in size to large weapons, damage output wise, but they're small sized weapons. Okay, but my point here is, you can see here that here my damage begins to fall off. So at 1 kilometer, first of all, I'm not going to be able to do any damage out there, and I'm not going to be able to hit anything anyway because of that jitter. So look what happens if I go and I put short range on one of these, and then just oversized. Look at it now. You can see here we have the white one. That's now the profile for the short range weapon. You can see we're getting hard capped at 500 meters, even though our damage fall off is still at 600 meters. It's actually shut it down to 500. It showed in game as 600. We probably overshot this now, don't we? But you get my point. That we basically just said we can fire out to 500 meters and not further than that. But the positive side is, look at the damage output of this weapon now. 49 DPS. Right?
Frameshift drive operating beyond safety.
That's a lot of damage. So just to put this into perspective, how much damage that actually is. Let's just get an Anaconda here. And then we're going to put a critter scrambler on here. We're going to put those on, same engineering as I used in the build here. Short-ranged, oversized. And then we're going to put a huge fixed beam laser on here. And if we're going to say we're going to do, we could do short range. Try first the same engineering on this. So you can see here we do almost 50, and here we add almost 75. So it's not quite the same, but to be honest, if you also look at the power draw of this now, is insane. And the thermal load, you can see we get an increased thermal load of 40%. This thing is going to overheat you a lot because it's a huge weapon. We're also getting the drawback to the thermal load down here, but because they're small weapons, they don't generate that much heat anyway. So a more effective way you would most likely run a beam laser would be to run it with efficient 5, and then maybe oversized if you want to go for damage. And you can see here, if you run an efficient beam laser, huge beam laser, you are in the same damage territory as with a small sized scrambler. This is why they're so good. Of course, yes, here we have better range, we have better fall off. And you have to then compensate for that. We don't have any jitter up here either, so we can be more accurate at range. But if you can keep that ship within those 5 kilometers or 500 meters, then those 3 small lasers would be the same as having 3 huge hard points with beam lasers fitted in them. And that is a ton of damage, and that's why the scramblers are so good. And just look at that planet. I'm just gonna go for a quick screenshot here, maybe. At least just go and have a look. Look at that. Yeah, exactly, Immuner. Jitter is easy to fix. Just fit your whole frame with things to hit, and you can't miss. That is nice, isn't it? Black hole? No. It's just a gas giant with a star behind it. Again, guys, if you are interested in the build, go over to Commander's Toolbox. And here you can go up to Ship Builds, and you go to NPC Combat. You will both find my Cube Combo build that we were playing with at the beginning of the live stream. You will also find this Alliance Chieftain, which is the blunderbuss that I'm flying now. And here you can find build links for it, so you can see how the whole ship is built. And if you want more details, of course, there are videos for it as well. You can watch those if you are interested in more details about the build and why it is the way it is. Do you know when Odyssey is coming out? No. I know as much as you guys do. Which is what did they say? Spring? No, was it late winter? So like late Q1 for the alpha, or I can't remember. They said something like with this, I think it was like, was it late spring? They said they were planning the PC release. I can't remember. Yeah, there was a little... I don't know what you want to call that, if you want to call it like a teaser, or at least it looked like from the Super Cruise News stream Frontier did today, behind Bruce on his whiteboard, there was something written that might indicate that there's going to be something going on Thursday. What tier I'm in? I think I'm just in the 75% bracket. I've really only been fighting today since we came back. Oh yeah, I got 07. Yes, Paul, they are Powerplay weapons, both of them. Oops. Yeah, I think they also mentioned they're gonna have guests on, so it's a little bit of a special special live stream there in 2 days. So let's see where we're at after this. That's not combat bonds. Keep going to combat bonds. Authority contracts. 10 million, thank you. What I forgot to pick up, apparently. Nah. That's probably okay. So how much I collected now? This may not have updated yet. They don't always update right away. Now you can see that 1.8 million plus the 9, and then Howard is gonna take his cut. So let's say that I'm probably gonna be around 10 million now. So at 10 million, where does that put me? That puts me comfortably in top 75. Really? The station does show the updated info? Oh, you're right. Okay. I'm at 11 million credit in top 75% bracket. So, I don't know. I mean, there are some pretty cool paint jobs. I think they're for Vipers. I don't fly Vipers that much, wasn't it? Yes, it was Viper. I don't fly Vipers that much. So, I don't know. I mean, I might get the 75% one, try to stay in the top 75% bracket. But I'm not sure if I'm gonna fight all the way up to top 25. How much is that? Top 25 is 47 million, so that would be like 4 times what I've already done, and plus it's gonna increase a bit. Yes, Dongle, I will. And we're gonna come to that now. So, I think this is gonna be the end of the stream today. I am pretty tired after all the fit carrier jumping today, so that's gonna be it for today. But I hope you will still come by Discord after the live stream. I'm gonna be hanging out over there for a bit at least until I fall asleep. But I hope I'll see you over on Discord. And as always, if you haven't liked the stream already, please do. It helps a lot. The YouTube algorithm just loves those likes, so I would love if you would go down and give the stream a like as well. But thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and until next time, I will see you guys in space.